Hi, my name is Sarah Jackman, and this is another episode of Inner Guru. Today we are going to be talking about the female moontime or menstruation week, or what else? There's another word for it, period. Whatever you want to call it. This episode is about that. So I'm going to warn any males. This is not going to be entertaining for you whatsoever unless you want to learn about a woman and her time of month. So first, obviously, I'm going to talk about the crystal that I'm wearing today. This is apatholite. So it's clear crystal in the pyramid shape, and the natural form is the pyramid form. This represents clarity and purification of the mind, heart, and soul, joy and lightness of the spirit, helps one to look inside oneself for the truth to allow growth. Closest to the vibration of Reiki, which I've talked about on one of my shows. Meditation is the chief way of working with clear apotholites. Focus upon entering the stone, moving your awareness into the interior of the stone when meditating. And angels are attracted to these stones, and this is a good stone for prophecy. So that's that. I'm wearing bright lipstick today in representation of your moontime. So that's why I'm wearing bright. It's actually coral lipstick. So anyways, moving on. I took a class about a year ago, last February. I actually wrote a blog about it. But today I thought I'm going to do a video on it, and I think maybe once a year I'm going to talk about this once a season, because I think this is important. I think I'm definitely bad for this, or used to be. I hated getting my period. I hated that I was bleeding for a week. I hated the cramps. I hated the mood swings, the emotions that came with it. I hated the pain. I didn't like walking. When I first got my period, I was out literally for 1 week. So when I was in high school. I think maybe I was 15. My mom had to call the school and tell them that I wasn't going to be in for a week. So I missed a week of school because the pain was so bad. I ended up having to go to the doctor and start taking birth control at 15 before I was even having sex, because I needed something to control the cramps and the pain that my body would go through while being on my period. So I took a class, as I said, last February, and it was about a woman's moontime. That's what I think I'm going to call that. I think I'm going to call it that for the rest of the show. So she talked about how way back when we were still all in tribes, the women would actually move away from the tribe when they got their period. And this is one of the reasons why women sink their periods, is because they didn't, I guess maybe God or whatever, didn't want women stepping away all the time, because each one was on their period at different times. So they would all step away at the same time. They would have someone cooking their meals and taking care of them, and they literally just meditated and relaxed for that week, or however long it lasted for. And they would eat very well, and there wasn't really any talking, and they would just sort of go into themselves, and it was a time of reflection. Now, this time was super important for the family, as women would get, because they were meditating and stuff, they would get ideas and intuitions as to better their family and that kind of thing, or to solve problems. So women were actually seen as very wise entities and very important to the culture itself. So, I mean, I truly believe women are very important to all cultures, and I feel like you know, people shouldn't talk about women in that way, I think, because they don't really understand. Unless you have your period once a month and you're bleeding for a week, you don't know shit about, what we're going through. Excuse my language. Yeah, so it talked about basically respecting yourself and the gift that you had been given as a woman. And just as a man is rewarded for hitting puberty, so should a woman be rewarded for this special time of her life as well. So I'm going to give you some things, what to do to alleviate some of the cramping or the pain or the mood swings that you get when you are on your period. These things will help. I have done it. I've been doing it for about a year. It does work. The months that I don't do this stuff, I am knocked out by my cramps and emotions and stuff like that. I don't want to go out. I just want to stay in bed all day. I'm in pain. I'm grumpy. So if I do these things, I honest to God feel much better, and I don't have any cramps or anything. Or any symptoms of it. So you can try this if you like. You can pick up a couple of these things and try them if you like. So I mean, why not try it? Try it for a month and see if it works. If you were to try all of these, I guarantee if in 1 month, if you tried all of these things, you would see the difference. I swear to God. I have seen the difference myself. So okay, so first one is you can offer tobacco or berries, preferably red, to a tree with a V in it. So I know this sounds really weird, and I've seen some people look at me funny when I do this, but basically all you can do, if you don't have tobacco, if you don't smoke, that's fine. You can just bring berries, so like strawberries are good, or raspberries, or cherries, and you just take a couple of them. You could do like 2 or 3 or 4, however many you want. Take a handful, find a tree with a V in it. If you can't find a tree with a V in it, just find a tree that points out to you, and you put it down beside the tree or in front of the tree, and you just say thank you. You can say it to yourself, thank you, God, for this special gift. I'm very appreciative of this time of month. And the thing is like, I know you're not going to maybe feel that way completely when you first start this. But you know what? Once you start doing this, you'll actually appreciate the gift that you have been given when you start thinking about it in this way. Because I have to say, I hated having my period for many, many years. And now, you know what? I've embraced it, and I don't mind it at all. And I kind of enjoy that it's a time of rest. So second thing is write, read, reflect, and eat well. So try to eat as much red and orange foods and drinks as possible, as this is connected to the sacral, which is the chakra down here, just right down here, around your belly button, and then your root chakra, which is your vajayjay area. So next one is meditate as much as possible. Even if you're just taking like my episode before, even if you're just taking a couple minutes to just sort of reflect, or maybe just quiet yourself for a minute, that helps too. Rest and relax. Women and men nowadays are so busy, and I'm the worst for this as well. This is a time to relax and recharge from the world. So try not going out too much, which I know is annoying, but have a time of rest. Say, you know what, I don't feel like going out. Don't really go out drinking or partying or socializing. You're not really supposed to be on Twitter or Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook in this time. You're supposed to just be with yourself and relax and just sort of take time to reflect on your life. If you can, if possible, get a massage done, or maybe take some scented baths if you like. it's a time of relaxation and pampering yourself. So this is a time to pamper yourself. So do whatever makes you feel good, in a healthy way, of course, to pamper yourself. Now, this is actually very important. Wear a skirt as much as possible. Wear only red underwear if possible. As much red as possible, like undergarments. Keep this area warm. So around your sacral chakra, where your belly button is, this area should be warm for that full week. If it isn't, you will get cramps. Keeping it warm just means wearing maybe an extra layer, or just making sure that area is covered. No, like right now I'm wearing a belly top. No belly tops, no low-rise jeans. Try to cover that area as much as possible so that it keeps warm throughout the full day, as well as when you're sleeping. Yeah, anything going through a cleanse needs to be cozy and warm. So this needs to be warm at all times. Very, very important. Next one is use only pads. Try not to use tampons. Now, there are certain times when you need to use tampons. Me being a model, sometimes you have to wear a G-string or thongs, and you can't wear a pad, so you have to wear tampons. That's fine, but try to wear tampons as least as possible. It will actually decrease the pain that you have in your tummy. So, and then some do nots. Do not do these things, or try your very hardest not to do these things when you're on your period. So as I said, email, text, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, watch TV, or use your phone. No electrical devices as much as possible. This is because this clouds your judgment on things, your views on things. Media is so strong nowadays. This is a time to reflect on yourself and your life and just you. A time to be selfish. So stop looking at whatever everyone else is doing and take some time out for yourself. Don't go to social events. As I said, I know this is kind of annoying. Maybe it's someone's birthday, so it's important to go out, but don't go all out. Really tame yourself in this time, and don't stay out too long. You can go and say hi, schmooze a little bit, and then you gotta go. Go back home and take some time for yourself. If possible, try not to make your own food. Maybe pamper yourself so you could take yourself out for dinners. You shouldn't really have to cook too much during this time, but a lot of us are single and only have ourselves to cook. So then maybe do some takeout a little bit more often during this week, or treat yourself to a nice dinner by yourself. But you should really stay in, so delivery is probably best. Try not to talk too much. As I said, the more you stay quiet, the better your cramps will be, in all seriousness. Try not to work too much during this time. I know this is super difficult. A lot of us have careers or school. We are, powerful and moving quickly, so I understand that we are all very busy. But don't go to work unless you have to. So I would say, let's say you have shift work, don't take that extra shift this week, if you usually do. Just know that another shift will come up the week after, but spend this week as much as possible home relaxing. So don't take any extra shifts. Don't add on any extra work to your workload already. Try to do as little as possible. Do not drink or do any drugs during this time. Don't take pills unless needed. No stimulants or numbing agents whatsoever. These are very bad in general. I mean, I drink. I'm not saying that I don't drink. And it's fine to do that, all in moderation. But do not do these things during this time. This is a time for you to cleanse. Your body is naturally cleansing itself. So you need to respect that and not do these things on a time of cleansing. Do not work out. This, as I said, it's a time of rest. I work out very often. I try to work out every day. But during this time, I have to say it's very hard not to work out. I also have started a martial arts class that I take twice a week. That is the only workout that I do during this time. And that's only 2 hours each day. So for 2 days in the week. And a lot of the time, only one of those days falls on the week that I'm on my period. So no working out whatsoever. As I said, time of rest. If you have any children or animals, if you have anyone who could take care of those little guys or do the majority of the work while you are on your period, that is wonderful. I know that sounds ridiculous, but this is a time to be selfish, reflect, and your whole family will thank you if you're feeling better about yourself and rested in general. So this will benefit you. Now this one's kind of tricky. So no sexual activity at all in the first at least 4 days. So I know if you have a guy, it's hard to do this. But as I said, it's a time of reflection. This is one of the reasons too that tampons shouldn't be used. There's nothing supposed to go into this area. Everything is flowing out. This is a time of cleansing. So you're getting rid of all the toxins in your body, getting rid of all the negative stuff in your body. So you shouldn't be putting anything up in there while this is happening. Do not wear anything tight if possible. Sometimes you're gonna have to for whatever reason, but as much as possible, don't wear too many tight things. This area needs to expand, as you know. It does. You retain water when you're on your moon time, so try to wear things that are very loose fitting and covering that area. So I understand that a lot of these things are tricky, but they are very important for you. And I swear to God, if you start doing at least some of these things, you will see a huge difference how you feel during that week, and then how you feel afterwards as well. So anyways, I hope this helped you. I hope you try it. If you do try it, please tell me how it worked out for you afterwards. I'd love to hear the feedback on this, as I know it does work, so I'd love to hear some great feedback. Have a great day, and I'm not sure what my next episode's going to be about, but I'll write it at the bottom of this blog. Okay, namaste. Thanks for watching.